This is your KCTV5 News Update.
The state of Missouri has hit a grim milestone in the COVID pandemic. The death toll has now hit 10,000. The situation is still dire in Springfield. A spokesperson at one of the hospitals there says they're averaging 4 to 6 deaths every day. This week, one of the victims was a 23-year-old woman. In a statement, Governor Mike Parson says, "We are saddened to have lost so many Missourians over the last 18 months. We have a way out of this global pandemic." This milestone underscores the importance of vaccination and personal responsibility across the state. More people are getting vaccinated. This week, the U.S. passed the 500,000 dose a day mark. 22 states have fully vaccinated more than half of their residents. So what's next? The FDA is expected to authorize a third dose for the immunocompromised by the end of the week. The CDC estimates about 9 million Americans are immunocompromised. A Johns Hopkins study recently found they're 485 times more likely to end up in the hospital or die from COVID, even if they're vaccinated. Doctors tell us there is a difference between a third dose and a booster shot. Additional doses would be for the immunocompromised who did not have a good initial response to vaccination, and boosters would be for people who did have a good response, but its effectiveness is waning. As districts continue debating mask mandates, more parents are switching schools or homeschooling their children. Mikhail Wentz says her daughter tried virtual for a semester, and despite being a straight A honor roll student, she was falling behind. For this fall semester, Wentz is moving her daughter from the Wentzville, Missouri school district, where right now masks are optional. Instead, she'll go to a private school with no mask mandate.
We're not just hedging our bet. We're just saying, no, we're going somewhere that we know we're going to get the education that we need. It's a lot of the same people that I've been in contact with in the district, they've done the same thing because they just, weren't going to have their kids masked.
Between April and May of 2020, nearly 5.5% of parents across the country reported homeschooling. Just months later, between September and October, the number grew to just over 11%. In Missouri, there's not much you need to do if you decide to homeschool your child. Dr. Gary Ritter is the dean of St. Louis University School of Education, and he tells us no state agency is in charge of regulating.
Well, get ready for the most comfortable day of the work week. It'll be Friday. Fridays are good days anyway, but this one is extra special. Check it out, 71 degrees. There is a slim chance for an isolated sprinkle or two in the morning, but it's not a great chance, only 30%, so no yellow weather alert because of the rains early in the day. By noontime, mostly cloudy, 80. 85 is your daytime high, 82 expected at about 7 o'clock. Not only that, will it be a cooler day, but it's also going to be a less humid day as well. Enjoy it. Here's the latest on the forecast track. It does show a chance for a couple of showers during the late evening, but I think the line of thunderstorms that push through in the afternoon will be the strongest that we'll see. After that, it looks like a pretty quiet weekend ahead of us and certainly a cooler one. Potential for the heavier rains appear to favor areas south of I-70. And here's a look at your Security Bank 7-day forecast. Check this out. You talk about beautiful weather, mid-80s all the way through the weekend. You might include Monday on that as well with a high of 86. A bit warmer Tuesday, hot and humid Wednesday and Thursday of next week with highs back in the 90s. Heat index values at least in the mid to maybe upper 90s. So the heat's coming back next week. In the meantime, enjoy the next several cool days.
Turn to KCTV5 News for the latest all day. This is your personalized update because KCTV5 News stands for you.